Oh, God damn it.
It was so rough. Oh, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther. Coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas, we've got a wonderful episode for you here on episode number 72. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Jose.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther!
What's up, Jose?
Oh, muy bueno, gracias.
I got in trouble by Jessie. She said that we kept messing up the intro, saying, like, I said the funkiest the Panthers last time.
No, you fucked it up like 3 times in a row, I think.
She said
you-
3
you
times.
had one of those.
You had one of those, yeah.
Which one?
Uh,
No, that was the outro.
The Chads?
yeah, when you said I'm
Chad.
Chad, and then you
I said, yeah, and then we're like,
And I'm Chad.
I think this is the first time we've actually done the intro.
and we're the Funky Chads.
in like 2
yeah,
months.
I think you're right.
Here we are. How y'all doing?
Good.
You're all right.
I feel refreshed. I feel great.
Feeling good like I should,
I feel on top of my game tonight.
you know.
Okay.
How
feeling
you-
good.
Is that like
I'm feeling
not
good.
the norm?
Yeah, I'm usually not on top of my game at all.
Okay.
Can I tell you what happened to me? Like, I got a story to tell you. I didn't tell y'all when we were off air, but I got a
All
story
right.
to tell you. Let me tell you about this. So, Sunday night, I go to bed. My normal bedtime, trying to go to sleep or whatever, and I can't shut my brain off.
Okay.
I could not shut it off. I didn't go to sleep till 4 a.m. I had to call off work for Monday.
No shit?
Yeah.
And you didn't tell us? We would have done something with you. We would have hung out.
I wouldn't have.
Well, Sunday night
I
till
mean,
4 a.m.
Honestly, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
No, I was up in my house trying to sleep, but I
No,
couldn't
but-
sleep.
Up
We-
on
we
your
would've-
house,
we
like
could
on
have
the roof?
cuddled and helped you sleep.
Well, that might have helped, but dude, I
Welcome to
haven't
my
had-
world.
I haven't had one of those nights in a long time.
That happens all the time.
Could not shut my brain down.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was anxious about anything. It was just like the most random shit was coming into my brain.
Sorry.
Can you, like, what? Give me an example.
So I started thinking about like Christmas lights
Yeah. Important. It's
Yeah.
that time of year.
and how I don't put Christmas lights up at the house, but I like to go look at Christmas lights. And I kept thinking about like, where am I going to go to look at Christmas lights?
Teresa, help us out with this.
Well, I mean, I know where to go, but I mean, like, I don't know why my brain was like going that route. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, I got to go to work tomorrow. I was like, man, it's like 1 o'clock. If it goes past like, if it hit 2 o'clock in the morning, I was like, I'm definitely gonna have to call out because I don't have enough time, like where I'm asleep, and since I have to drive and all that stuff, and actually work on people, it's probably not in my best interest and their best interest for me to be
Completely agree.
Yeah. So it was just like I could not, for the life of me, shut my brain down. So I get up. I go into my living room. I turn on TV. I watch like 4 or 5 episodes from like the second season of It's Always Sunny.
Okay.
And I eat 2 big old slices of pie that I made.
Okay.
And that's what I did Monday night or Sunday night. It was absolutely ridiculous.
You know, Tim, you know what helps sleep? You can drink some warm milk. I don't know if you've ever tried that when you were
I'm
growing
lactose
up.
intolerant.
Oh, well, shit. You know, you could have just always jerked off.
Warm coconut milk.
That sounds
don't have any
worse.
of that.
That's not even...
We have lactose free milk, but
I
I
should
can't.
have said that before you said what you said, because then warm coconut milk does not
Warm
sound
coconut cum.
appealing anymore. Don't say that. Come on.
I
Don't
can't-
say come.
Come on.
On what?
You know what that means? I'm gonna have to
Sorry,
like
sorry.
bleep and all that. Yeah.
Pie! Yes.
So I couldn't.
Warm apple pie.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out like why I couldn't sleep. It was the absolute ridiculous night.
Insomnia, my friend.
And I'm so glad that I don't have these episodes that often. But it's man.
You know, I did.
Miserable.
I did have that happen Monday. Me too, because I normally go to bed like at midnight,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't. It was like 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it was like 67 degrees in here, and I normally sleep at like 63, 64, and I just had to turn I had the heater on,
Okay.
but I had it set to like 64. You know, like would kick on like at whatever.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. I had to put it back to the AC.
Dude, one of the biggest things that bugs me though is like you're laying there and then you get so bored. Like you're bored out of your mind. Like you're thinking about all this random stuff, but on top of that, you're just laying there in the dark and you're like, this fucking is so boring. I need to go do something.
Again, you could have had pie.
I could have had pie.
Wink.
I did have pie.
Wink.
I had my pie that I made.
Ooh, wait, what?
Well, this was an intriguing conversation.
Cool. How did this episode start? I forgot.
Off the rails?
Remember when this show used to be good?
Yeah, it never was.
No, I do not. Okay, so that was your whole story?
Yeah, that was my story. I was just like,
Well, how was your Thanksgiving?
dude, it was great.
Okay, we did
so-
that while we had the last episode, right?
Yeah, we talked about Thanksgiving coming up. So I didn't like we did a Thanksgiving meal on Wednesday because I
Yeah.
had to work on Thursday, and then Jesse made a meal for Thursday whenever I got off work. And then we went Saturday. We went out to Canton where her mom and her new stepdaddy lives. So she's gonna hate me for saying that, stepdaddy.
Stepdaddy. That sounds weird.
Yeah, it's her new stepdaddy.
Cool.
Went out to Canton. Had family Thanksgiving there. Pretty uneventful. How was your
Sounds
Thanksgiving?
fantastic. Oh, mine was
Yeah.
good. Saw all the families. We went to a wedding on Saturday. Congrats to Dirty Mike and Jess.
Hooray!
And then also congrats to Jake and Jess.
Jake
Yeah.
and Jess. Yeah, double
Yeah,
Jesses.
that was during
During the wedding,
reception
yeah.
and the wedding. We were there.
Well, it didn't happen at the wedding though.
No, that would have been cool. I
No.
mean, like,
Well, the way you said it made it sound like Jake and Jess had a baby.
right,
yes.
but they didn't. Yeah,
They-
they
yeah,
were
they
in a
didn't-
hospital.
they were in a hospital having a baby.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Just not at the wedding
Right.
having a baby.
Having
I
a
mean,
baby.
that's more memorable, like movie type memorable. Like,
That is.
had a baby at Subway.
Oh,
Or,
what's up, Dirty?
something like that.
Congrats, my dude.
Hey, what up, man?
We had so much fun. Hell of a wedding. It's been a while since I've been to. I mean, we did go to one wedding, but like the music was on point. The food was great. Obviously, seeing all the friends and stuff like that. It was a great time.
Absolutely.
Good party, man.
Cigars and stuff outside. A lot of fun. I got some pictures up on the fridge of you and I and the gang, and also us and Eric, Mr. Eric Lira.
Oh yeah,
Really good
We got
stuff.
some really good pictures from the photo booth. It was
I
fun.
was very excited, and it was a lot of fun. I think one of our posts this felt like old times. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I danced a ton.
Wait, aren't you on your honeymoon right now, Dirty? Is he still on his honeymoon?
Yeah, why are you here?
What are you doing?
Why are you watching us?
We're actually really important.
Aren't you still in Mexico?
You know, it's funny. During our little cigar adventure outside, I was talking to the guys about I was talking to Noel, and I was like, dude, we need to do the death march, throwing them up in the air thing,
Yeah.
And he's like, oh fuck, we need to. And so we went inside, talked to the DJ. We're like, dude, just play the Undertaker's music because it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
So like his old school music. But then we're like, you mean the Death March? Like, yeah, dude, totally play that. And he's like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, just whenever you're ready, cue us in. We'll grab them, throw them inside, and we'll go ahead and toss them up in the air because it's like a thing that we do at Mexican weddings. That and the vibora, where you get into like the long snake and you go around the bride and the groom and the
Yeah.
yeah. So that was a lot of fun too, and that was a good workout.
Yeah, it was. It's funny, though, because you can watch video of that kind of thing, and you can totally see who's giving good effort and who's not. Like, whenever people are throwing, like, some people are like, yeah, they're just chunking them in the air. And then other guys are like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. There's like one hand in it. Like, that's not doing anything.
That
That
was
does
like-
not help
They
anybody
might
out.
be. That one hand might be pretty strong.
Zero help.
We were like, please, let's not fucking drop him before he goes on his honeymoon. Jessica would fucking kill
He
us.
says he's thankful that y'all didn't drop him. So,
Good Lord,
Yeah.
she would have murdered us. Would have been the worst.
so is that all y'all did this weekend?
So yeah, we had the wedding, all the Thanksgivings. I feel like there was something on Sunday. I can't even think about it. We did go. So after last week's episode, we did go to Nickel City.
Yeah.
And that was a good
Y'all
time.
did. I didn't.
Right,
Yeah.
because you were talking about how I'm old, and we're like,
Look
yeah,
at
that's
me,
fine.
I got a wrinkly dick.
Right, I think you said that.
I did.
Yeah,
Said it just like that.
So we went over to Nickel City, met up with Raphael and Jules, had a couple of drinks, a couple of sliders, had a great time with them. It was really cool because Travis came up to us, who owns Nickel City, and he was like, "Hey, y'all the Funky Panther guys?" And at this point, I'm already a couple of drinks in. I'm like, "Who the fuck's asking, right? Like, who's this guy?"
No, he's not. He was like,
I'll fucking kill you.
what?
Why are you asking me?
Who it is? And he's like, "This is my place." We've chatted on Instagram a little bit, and yeah, I like your show, which is super cool.
He was
I
like,
mean,
I listened to it on the way back from Austin.
That's nice of him.
so we know that there's a Nickel City in Austin, right? We've
Right,
been there. So
yeah.
there's Nickel City in Austin, the Nickel City here in Fort Worth, similar, right? But then he was also telling us that he lives in Lockhart, and
He just moved to Lockhart from
right,
Austin.
and he
I think so.
owns a place there too. And so dude's all over the place. And so
that's awesome.
He drives so much that we are one of the podcasts he listens to.
Dude, I love it.
And so we were talking to him again about maybe doing a show in there. And
Right,
so
right.
I'd love to have a conversation with him, to be quite honest with
Absolutely.
you. I'd love to have
Sure,
him on
yeah.
and like get in that little Bargazo room in the back,
Right.
like whenever not super, super busy.
Yeah.
Put some lights up, a couple cameras. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
That'd be a good time.
Be a good time.
But really nice guy. He brought us a couple of shots and just super down to earth. Really appreciated it.
Never a dull time over there. They had their whole Christmas
Yeah, they have all the Christmas stuff up. Yeah.
Dude, it was way bigger than I recall it being last year. Like it was so bright because how many lights and gifts and shiny things were in the place. It looks awesome.
Man,
If
yeah,
you haven't gone to
definitely.
Nickel City yet, you got
Definitely
stuff.
have to check that out pretty soon. Sunday, I went and saw Ghostbusters Afterlife.
No, how was it?
that?
Man, all right. So I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan.
No spoilers.
I'm not giving you spoilers. I'm gonna nerd out here for a second. It was so nostalgic. Like, nostalgic is a big thing right now in all the movies and stuff. That there's a lot of this.
Everything. There's
Right.
like revivals for TV shows and
Right, and this was, I mean, it was a revival, but it was also like this holds its own with connections to the past movies, and there's all these little things that like tie in together, and you just like go down memory lane. It's just such a cool movie. Highly recommend it. I think that it has potential for going further if they wanted to. I mean,
Really?
the way they did it was they did it perfect.
Nice.
And it was nice because it's like, they did that one with the all-female cast, and it was
Yeah.
basically just reinventing the first Ghostbusters.
It was like brand new, really, right?
It was it was like as if Ghostbusters hadn't existed. They just
Right.
So this one is very much it pays homage to the past, and it's all tied in together. But you can go watch that and just stand its own. You don't have to go back and watch Ghostbusters 1 and 2 and then go see it.
Right.
But I'd recommend doing that because I wish I had done that whenever I went and saw it.
Yeah. Cool.
So 100% go see it.
I want to check it out for sure. We've been catching up on some of the movies that I know. A couple episodes ago, we talked about movies, and I was like, man, I haven't seen any of these goddamn movies. And we've caught up. I think I'm probably about 30% caught up with movies over the past 6 months. But I'm getting there.
Hey, it takes every little bit of effort, right?
Yeah. What about you, Javier? Anything else other than the wedding?
just Thanksgiving and that's it. Just 2 Thanksgivings, and it's weird hanging out with white people on Thanksgiving because I expected like a lot of mayonnaise.
Was that at
Tamiflu's and
families.
those. It was
Dude,
fun though. It was cool.
We don't do a lot of mayo, but there's gonna be deviled eggs.
Oh no, we had deviled eggs
Yeah.
at my mom's.
Did you?
Like, I love deviled eggs. I mean, I fucks with that.
Do you fucks with that?
I do.
It's straight fire.
Straight fucking fire.
So the food was pretty similar to the food that your mom has, right?
yeah.
So were you stereotyping? This was your first like Thanksgiving, white Thanksgiving?
Yes, it was.
So
And it-
double-sided stereotype situation.
Yes,
And it wasn't that much different than your mom's, right?
I mean, they had the turkey all nice and carved up and all that jazz, and it was cool. I mean, I had a good time.
Well,
The
good.
family's cool. It was kind of old. I mean, I can't talk anymore about it because I was asked not to talk about it.
I'm waiting for you to slip.
I mean, if you listen to the intro, then you kind of understand what happened or what was said or what I was called. But it was great. Other than that, of course, the wedding was perfect.
Yeah.
Couldn't have had any more fun. I mean, that was such a great time, and it's really good to see friends. Especially here lately. I've only seen a couple of the guys like maybe once or twice a year, and I think this year we've seen them more than that. It's really good seeing the old guys. The old crew and getting them back together.
A moth has entered the sanctuary.
Absolutely. Well, nice. Glad you had fun, Jose. Let's get into some group updates. A couple of quick things. So one, if you're following us on social media, thank you. If you don't, you can find us at The Funky Panther on all things social media. But we do have 2 things. One, we've got a giveaway, and today is the very last day to enter that giveaway.
Wait, today, Tuesday?
Today, Tuesday the 30th.
If you're listening
so if you're
live.
listening, then sorry about you. But today, Tuesday the 30th, is the last day to enter the giveaway. All you have to do is like the video, number 70, subscribe to our YouTube channel, which we'd really appreciate it anyway, and then leave your favorite sports team on that same video, number 70, and then you'll get entered for 4 free tickets.
Four.
4. You were right. I did say
I told
2.
you.
You were so right. 4 tickets on the the very first game of the Panther City Lacrosse Club. We'll also be there, just 2 sections over, so we'll see you there as well.
Javier said he'll buy you a drink.
I will buy you a drink.
Yeah, for sure. So that's one thing. 2, if you're following us on social media, you might have seen that we...
2, I make your dream come true. Right? Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Cool.
3.
3, I make you pee on me.
No,
Right? No, that's not it.
R.
Yes.
I didn't realize it was an R. Kelly song. So yeah, we are trying to be again the best of on the Fort Worth magazine.
Trying, bitch, we are.
Well, I mean,
Thank you, Tim.
we know we think we are, but whether you think we are is really kind of up to you. Last year, or this year rather, you voted for us in 2021. We absolutely appreciate you. That voting is already up for 2022. A little early, but it's already up until December 17th. So if you haven't already done so, the link is in our bio on our Instagram page. We'll also post it a couple more times so that you've got that information. But we'd really enjoy if you would vote for us for best radio personality.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, basically, because they don't have a podcast group as of now. And honestly, like that'd be cool because I don't want to take the radio personality away from an actual radio personality.
Right.
But we're going to.
Yeah.
So that's just going to happen. Right.
I mean, we've got faces for radio.
Yeah. Write Fort Worth Magazine. And tell them, hey, we need a podcast category. Like that's what we need for the best of.
Yeah, but I mean, first things first.
Yeah.
Vote for us.
Yeah, vote for us on radio personality.
First things first on the list.
And then also, last thing to talk about for like an update for here the crew. We've already mentioned we're going to have a fourth member of the team. This intern is going to be joining us here pretty soon.
He's an intern.
He's going to be the intern, and we'll be able to razz him at the end of the year. We'll have him on. We'll kind of introduce him and interview him a little bit. You can all get to know him, but he'll be behind the scenes for the most part, but really helping us out because we need it. But yeah, looking forward to that. So,
man, the kids making a comeback.
hey, that's twice already. All right, I think it's time for Javier.
Well, hang on here because I need to go ahead and buy this app.
Okay.
So I had to shut it down because I only get 20 plays.
What?
And then it puts noise in the background. I need to quit being so cheap and buying it. Okay, so, yeah. Let's kick this off for...
Hold on, my computer first.
Man.
Okay, no, I'm ready.
All right, let's kick this off.
Bunch of amateurs.
And for the millionth time now, we got Action Sports with Javier. Take it away, Javier.
Well, I did have the notes up here. Hold on, somebody lag for time because it's still not updated.
So
what happened in the world of sports? I heard the Cowboys sucked, so we got that going for us.
Did you not watch the game?
No.
Here's your sports update. The Dallas Cowboys lost 36-33 in overtime to the Las Vegas refs. Oops, sorry. I mean the Las Vegas Raiders.
Nice goof, bro.
Yeah. We all know how the game went.
Yeah, I caught a little bit
We
of
all
it.
know the costly penalties we had. The offense did poorly throughout the game, but had a resurgence late in the fourth quarter, only to lose in overtime due to costly and stupid penalties. Thanks, Anthony Brown.
What was it, 160?
Hooray!
166 yards.
66
And
yards, yeah.
penalties.
Holy shit.
After the game, Cowboys defensive tackle Tristan Hill threw a punch at Raiders O-lineman John Simpson. Stupid move, idiotic move after the game.
Kind of warranted, though?
No,
No?
I mean, I know like the energy comes off, and whenever the game's over, you get a little scrum to greet the players at the end, saluting them. And of course, you shoot the shit or talk shit, and maybe that's what happened. I mean, obviously that's what happened. So, anyways, Hill's been suspended for 2 games. The boys travel to Nolens for a game against the Saints this Thursday at 7:20 on Fox. In other Cowboys news, Mike McCarthy.
Thursday?
This Thursday, yeah, it's a Thursday night game.
Really? Two Thursday nights games in a row?
So it's like 3 games in 12 days.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah. So in other Cowboys news, Coach Mike McCarthy will be sidelined this week, as well as I think 5 other coaches due to cover their COVID protocols. They've been, I guess, they
Came in contact
they
or
came
something.
in contact with somebody. So that means defensive coordinator Dan Quinn will take over making the play calls. This is not his first rodeo. Of course, he was head coach of the Atlanta Falcons.
And they said that McCarthy will be through Zoom or whatever. So
He's prepping the team.
Yeah.
They're going to be
He'll
prepared.
be present, but not present.
I really have high hopes. We're going to get CD and Amari back. Of course, that means we have our 3 receivers. Our receiving core is going to be unstoppable now. I know. I say our offense did horrible, but it's just. I mean, the replacements weren't really. They were good, but they weren't that good. There's a reason why they're third stringers or whatever.
Right.
Anyways, yeah. Hopefully, we'll get them back at full strength. To end sports, really quick, the Texas Rangers have been Black Friday shopping for players. Good for them. And that's sports.
Are you going to say the name of the players or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you, Javier. And
Trevor
that was,
Simeon was one of them, but I'm not gonna. I really don't want to get into it until like we see him play, and how they do, because this is just blowing smoke up my ass.
It's a decent amount of money.
It's a really good amount of money. 10 years. I think we've spent like $500 million on contracts.
Yeah.
10-year contracts, 7-year contracts, but
Better mean something.
it fucking better.
And that was Action Sports with Javier. Thanks, Javier.
Woo!
Great job.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait, you got something else, right?
Let's get back into that.
So, okay. We're changing a little thing up here. We normally do this at the end.
Tim, do the drop.
All right, here it goes.
What?
You asked for it. This is your drop.
Now it's time for what jingles Javier's bells.
Guys, I mean boys. And by boys, I mean Dallas Cowboys. What's going on, man? Y'all are being really bipolar here in the last month. We were the talk of the NFL, talk of the NFC East.
As Lou Charles would say, talk of the town.
We were the talk of the town. We are, because we were doing so well, things were going so great. We were like in some people's number one NFL team spots, and here in the past month we've gone like 3 or 4. We had that really big, nice game against the Falcons, but good Lord, I mean, to lose against the Raiders, to the Broncos.
Yeah. The Broncos had me. I was upset about
What
that.
the hell? Come on, man. I expect better. Of course, injuries didn't help, but I see great things happening in the future.
And that was What's Jingling Javier's Bells.
Quit breaking my heart, Dallas. It's been almost 30 years. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
Put your fucking batteries in.
Whoa. I mean, yeah, but whoa.
I miss Tony Romo.
We all miss that boy.
He should be coaching.
No,
I mean-
if you're going to pay him like $15 million a year for 16 weeks.
The amount of money that dude's making, but he's calling the plays still. I mean,
He
he's
is.
still out there saying this is what's. He was doing it during the Cowboys game, right?
This is what they're going to do.
He's like, this is what's going to happen. Or if I was him, this is what I would do, and it was happening. It still cracks me up.
Love it.
Yeah.
So, now for...
And now it's time for News with Tim. Take it away, Tim.
Thank you, Chatteth.
Yeah.
Chatteth?
Chatteth.
The chatteth
appreciate
cometh before the fall.
I do appreciate that. Just in some news here. Not local news, but Barbados is becoming a republic.
The Republic of Barbados.
They have become the Republic of Barbados. They have left the Queen, and they are claiming their own independence. And by doing so, they called Rihanna a national hero.
She is, goddammit.
So
She's doing great things for Barbados.
yeah. So they dropped.
Did she come out with new PJs recently? Was it her?
With
maybe.
new what?
New pajamas?
I mean, she's always coming out with something new.
Yeah, but there was like this whole thing. I think like she had pajamas with like the ass showing or something like that.
What,
I
what
gotta look-
website
okay.
are you getting on? What are you doing?
I'm being dead serious. All right, continue. I'm
So
gonna look this
Barbados
up.
stopped pledging allegiance to Queen Elizabeth II on Tuesday as it shed another vestige of its colonial past and became a republic for the first time in history. So I love seeing this. It's so cool to see not new countries, but I mean essentially a new country, a republic now that's formed in our lifetime. So that's pretty cool. And then they promptly claimed Rihanna as a national hero, so that's even better because Rihanna is pretty cool. Home country of Barbados. So happy to hear that. In somewhat local news, oh no,
I'm not wrong. I didn't dream this.
She came out PJs.
These are the new pajamas that Rihanna came out with that everyone's talking shit about.
Is that Rihanna?
I don't think so, but like basically, it just shows the whole crack.
Nice.
Just the whole crack.
You know what they're saying? The crack is back, baby.
The crack is back.
I mean, like, crack,
at that.
ass crack, not crack cocaine.
I don't hate those.
Of course you don't hate
I don't
them.
hate them. Anyways, in other news,
I feel like they'd be very uncomfortable.
No, I mean,
Like just your whole ass showing.
what's wrong with that?
Like why wear pants?
Whenever I'm here by myself, my ass
they're
is always
like
hanging
chaps.
out.
Everybody says assless chaps. Chaps are already assless, so that's exactly what those
But
are.
why wear pants if your ass is gonna be hanging out?
Are you trying to mansplain right now?
No. I'm just trying to understand.
Okay.
He's trying to understand. Well, for comfort, man, breeze, maneuverability.
I also feel like that they photoshopped this ass into these pajamas.
Oh yeah,
It kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
they definitely did.
What if it's just somebody's cleavage? They just like, whatever, it'll work. Make it work.
It's definitely photoshopped.
It's like they took normal pajamas and just like, you know what? Let's throw this in here.
It's
see
like
what
those old
happens.
school. It's like those old school children's pajamas with the flap in the butt. You know.
Yeah.
But there's no flap in the butt.
This episode sponsored by Assless Pajamas.
Now you can find those in Barbados.
Available at all Walmarts. So not so local, but Texas, Corsicana, Texas. You know, there's a Collins Street Bakery down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they
there's
have
a
a
new-
beer. Shiner's got a beer with them.
Yeah, so there's a new documentary that's coming out that delves into fruitcake fraud, famed Corsicana Bakery. So there was the husband and wife, Sandy and Kay Jenkins, embezzled more than $17 million from Collins Street Bakery in Corsicana, and it debuts this week on Discovery Plus channel.
Sheesh.
So I'm definitely gonna be checking that out. In other news, this happened in L.A., and this kind of ties us into what we're talking about today. But employees at L.A. area Boston Market no show on Thanksgiving Day. So people had placed pre-orders, and they go to pick up their orders at L.A. Boston Market, and there's not a single. Do not do it. I don't want that.
I'm just trying to keep you awake.
I'm awake.
Okay.
I told you I'm on top of my game right now. Good Lord.
Okay. Give me that. I gotta
That is so strong.
Daddy want pie.
It smells like
You need to get the smelling salts out of the studio.
yeah. Okay, so anyways, employees at LA Boston Market didn't show up, so tons of people were unable to get their Thanksgiving Day food. So they show up there with a sign on the door saying, "Sorry,
Yeah.
we can't help you today."
Well, if it was in Canada, they would say,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, eh?
Sorry.
Sorry.
You know, if they had only known that Popeyes was offering ready-made turkeys that you can just pop into your oven for $60, it's Cajun baked, but you know,
Hey, I bet you that's pretty good.
they listen to the Funky Panther.
And to finish off local for
Doing poppers? Yes.
no, they're smelling salts. They're ridiculous.
Javier got smelling salts because apparently, who was it?
Joe
Joe
Rogan. Joe
told
Rogan.
him to.
Yeah, Joe Rogan said it. No, it was a fighter that sniffs them.
The back of my head hurts right now.
Yes.
It's such a bad idea, and this is the worst place to have those. Let me smell them again.
World
No,
smell
real quick.
smelling salts.
All right. So these are the 5 best food and drink events in Fort Worth this week. All right. So Wednesday, December 1st, they got the Sweater Weather party at Southside Cellar. There'll be swag and goodies for the most baller holiday sweater. So if you want to go and do an ugly sweater or like an awesome sweater type deal, they got it at Southside Cellars on Wednesday, December 1st. Winter Weather Party featuring Shinerbox Brewers Pride series of beers. Visit the South Fort Worth Beer and Wine Bar and Market to taste these brews on tap and storm into the holiday season well stocked. The event begins at 6 p.m. Thursday, December 2nd, winter menu tasting at Taste Community Restaurant. So that's at restaurant down off of South Main. It normally is you pay what you think you should pay.
Right.
You pay what you get.
This time is going to be a little bit different. They only have tables of 4 are left. They're $120 per table. Dinner starts at 6 p.m., but the menu changes seasonally at the South Main Street restaurant, which typically allows patrons to pay, like I was saying, what they feel is fair. But for the multi-course menu tasting, seating requires a prepaid ticket. Saturday, December 4th, they got the most wonderful time for a beer social run walk with Rahr & Sons Brewing Company. $25 entrance fee for the run. 3 brew samples upon completion, a pint glass, and hot breakfast from Holy Friole Food Truck. Check
That's this Saturday?
Yeah, that's it's going to be Saturday the 4th.
Yeah.
Check in anytime between 8 and 9 a.m. for a rolling start. Last call is at 11 a.m. If you don't want to go to that, I'm going to be hosting a garage sale at my house on Saturday.
You
the
are?
same day. Yeah.
You didn't tell us that.
Yeah, that's
anything good.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, you should. We get first dibs though.
Yeah, you got first dibs.
It's gonna be like used underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still get first dibs. Like, you're gonna let us know what
So
you got.
same day, Untapped, another round of Fort Worth beer history, hosted by the Center for Texas Studies at TCU. This free history lesson explores the hardships, handshake deals, and backstabbing that shaped more than 150 years of beer brewing and drinking in Fort Worth.
Untapped, right? Untapped another round of forward beer.
Yeah. Join in person at the Fort Worth Public Library downtown. Woo! Or watch from home via Zoom. The lecture will begin at 10:30 a.m. So if you want to
Huzzah.
learn something, there you go. Monday, December 6th, Blackland Distillery is doing dinner at Pinstripes. The folks from Fort Worth's own Blackland Distillery will visit the shops at Clear Fork Dining and Entertainment Destination to collaborate on a 5-course dinner. Each course will come with a cocktail featuring Blackland spirits, including vodka, gin, bourbon, and rye whiskey. Menu highlights include bourbon tea-infused sea bass and pork saltimbocca. Is that
You
right?
mean Sambuca?
No, SALTIMBOCCA. Boca, yeah. The dinner is $80 per person, which includes tax and gratuity, and it begins at 6:30.
I'm going to talk about the hardcore Christmas movie series happening at the Diamond Hill Jarvis Library starting December 4th. Its first showing is going to be Batman Returns. Viewer discretion is advised. December 11th, Die Hard, the number one
Christmas movie.
Number one Christmas movie, Die Hard.
Yeah.
Which I think should have
Hands
been on the top 13 list. And on my head. On December 18th, Krampus. Again, viewer discretion is advised.
Those poppers getting you, huh?
Do not take your kids.
Yeah,
but
Krampus is not a kid's movie.
But if you want to introduce them to a little culture, Batman Returns is the best Batman movie. It really is.
No.
Batman Returns.
The first Batman. The first Batman.
Batman
was the best.
Returns has Catwoman and the Penguin.
I don't care.
Michelle Pfeiffer killed it as Catwoman.
Okay.
Amazing woman.
You're wrong, but fine.
Everyone's, entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, even if it's wrong?
Yeah. I mean, people are different people, man.
Yeah, well, it's wrong.
Join us for a game of Mancala. Mancala is a game that first appeared in Africa and later spread to the Near East. Versions of the game date back to the 7th century in ancient Africa.
Who? Where are we joining
This is for adults only. It's going to be at the library,
Oh, cool. Okay.
of course.
He's naming off some really cool stuff that's going on at the library.
Nice.
Also, go over there to check it out. Go to the downtown library. I'm going to try to go on Saturday, before work Christmas party. But again, where's my card? I put my card in my wallet because I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
He's still very proud of his metal
I really
library
am.
card.
It's not even on the thing anymore. Like I took the card out and put it in my wallet.
We get it.
Yes.
We get it.
Go to the library. Check it out. Take your kids.
Please do.
And that was News with Me. Take it away,
and Javier.
Chad. Well, and Javier. He kind of chimed
both
in there.
did the news.
We both did the news this
My
time.
turn.
Bake them away, toys.
Are you wanting to do the news too?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, it's me. It's me, Chad.
I mean, I did the Rihanna booty thing.
You did, yeah.
That's news.
That is news.
That's news.
Dude, that's weird, though. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, why would somebody... But maybe it's comfortable. Can't knock it till we try it, right?
What's your favorite Rihanna song?
Honestly, I don't know enough Rihanna songs to come up with what name off the top of my head.
Mine's Umbrella.
That's a good one.
The video's great.
Did she do one? Didn't she do one with Lady Gaga?
You're so white.
Oh my God! What? Did you have a stroke?
No, that's a reference to Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah,
Lady Gaga.
You're ridiculous, man.
She did one with Lady Gaga though, right? Yeah.
I know Lady Gaga did one with Tony Bennett.
Oh yeah, she did.
Which one is the one that has like the '80s song in it? The Rihanna song, was it Disturbia? It wasn't Disturbia, was it?
I thought whenever they named the single
SOS.
SOS, please.
No, I don't know. She did she kind of redid one of those '80s songs.
Shut Up and Drive.
No, I'm not gonna remember. I'm not that big of a fan, I guess.
I love her lingerie line.
Is it the one with the pajamas?
Yes. Is it?
She did well, okay, so these are top songs: Diamonds, The Monster, Desperado, Stay, Work, Umbrella, Love on the Brain, We Found Love, Where Have You Been, Don't Stop the Music.
Tainted Love.
Tainted Love. Oh, okay.
Right.
I forgot what her clothing line's
Well,
called.
that was the sample anyway. It was SOS. SOS used the sample. Of
Okay,
Tainted Love.
okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
that's what it was.
You know what's weird about getting old? Like you remember things, but then you forget whenever you're about to talk about it. Like I completely forgot what Rihanna's lingerie line was called.
What's it called?
Fendi? No, that's not.
You know, that's Fendi.
Fendi's a different
Gucci,
brand.
Prada. It's one of the three. I think this is what makes us such great podcasters is we don't know what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
it sounds like the Bee Gees, kind of
yeah.
the way I sing it.
Well, yeah.
Bee Gees.
Fenties.
Fenty, yes.
Savage X Fenties.
God damn, that's some great lingerie.
Lingerie by Rihanna.
I love Rihanna. Period.
So those assless pajamas, that's part of that line.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Savage
cool,
by
cool,
Fenty.
cool.
Yes.
So, Tim, you had some. What do we want to get into first? We want to get into the topic that you and I were talking about through the group text, or we want to go ahead and get into the Instagram stuff. Let's start with the topic that you and I were talking about.
Yeah. So, I all right.
This is a conversation that we've had off air, on air. We've been talking about how it's crazy the job situation right now, right? Like it's hard to find work or it's hard to find employees, but then employees are saying that it's hard to find
Find
work.
work.
And so like we kind of dug in a little
But
bit.
then on top of that, you got people that are leaving in droves right now.
Right.
Like just quitting their jobs. Like what happened with that LA based Boston Market store that they just didn't show up to work. Like I don't blame them, man. I remember whenever we worked retail back in the day, Thanksgiving was you were off. You went home with your family. You had to be up at the butt crack of dawn on Friday, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. But Thanksgiving was your day to be with family, and then all of a sudden we got into this like
Black Friday.
well, yeah, just fuck your family time. You're going to come in and work on. We're open on Thursday. We need all hands on deck because we're going to be open up on Thanksgiving.
What
now.
store started that up?
I feel like Walmart maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% Walmart. Walmart doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like Walmart's going to do whatever the hell they can to make more money. And I think that I mean, like, there's a lot of things though. When you think about the positives or the positives of the pandemic,
Yeah.
things like Walmart isn't open 24 hours anymore.
No.
Like there aren't people there all the time working, which. It didn't get me. It didn't take me very long to get used to that.
And I bet you
there's
that-
maybe one time where it was like past midnight. I was like, oh, I could really use something, and I was like, oh, well, they're closed. All right, I'll just wait till tomorrow.
Like it sucks for like people who work night shift and stuff that are up at night, do their shopping like that time. But I wonder if that like saved the company money. I mean, it had to have saved them some money because I don't think they were. I doubt they were making that much money staying open 24 hours after like midnight or whatever.
Who knows?
I'm
I mean,
curious
they're all
about
about
that,
money.
yeah.
I mean, you're probably right, but like that's one of them, right?
Right.
The open 24 hours, and a lot of places that were open 24 hours are no longer
Right,
open
right.
24 hours.
Well, yeah, I think this year though they said that Walmart wasn't opened Thursday. Well,
No.
on Thanksgiving.
Like most stores weren't. They did the normal Black Friday.
Yeah, and Target made it a point to completely close too, and they
Yeah.
said that they're not. I'm pretty sure they said they weren't going to open on Thanksgiving ever again. Like this is the new norm for them. Is like.
Yeah.
Understanding that family comes first, like friends and family and stuff like that, and like do not overwork your people.
Which that is a complete reversal that we saw over the past, I would say, 10 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
Funny about Target, I saw a meme and it had, we're now hiring $15 an hour, and basically was like, the meme said, I feel like we all applied at Target and nobody got the job. I know I applied at Target. I didn't get hired there.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever apply at Target?
No.
Uh-huh.
I applied for Circuit City and got turned down. That's the only job that I got turned down for that I really wanted.
I applied for Circuit City after I left Best Buy, and I'm thankful that I didn't go work there.
Yeah.
The dude, oh my gosh, I forgot how bad that manager was too. He did that whole like sell me this pen, and I'm like, it's Circuit fucking City.
Calm down there,
Seriously?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
you,
I was
you
like,
sell CDs and discs, man. Discmans.
They did that, but not like they were like, sell me this home entertainment system.
no, he said, sell me this fucking
That's-
pen.
yeah.
And it was an electronics store. Like, what? I didn't even, like, it caught me so off guard because I was 17 or 18 years old. And I was like, I don't know how to fucking sell a pen. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well-
Not at all what I expected. I did not get the job.
At Best Buy, their thing was, if you caught your friend stealing from the store, would you report it? And of course, you can be like, well, you got to be like, yeah, I'd report him. My friend wouldn't steal,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't let any of my friends work here that steal.
No, sir.
Oh my God, y'all are the worst.
No,
So-
not at all.
I didn't even take my quiz for the job.
I was like, I didn't even take my Quaaludes.
That's what I thought he was going to say.
I didn't even take my Quaaludes, and Anthony did my test for Best Buy for me. He's like, I'll do it for you.
I'm sure he did.
So between the not open 24 hours, between like we're closing for holidays and things like that, even my job,
Yeah.
I have 3 more holidays that I didn't have before. Like I've got 3 more holidays
Really?
each year. Yeah. Black Friday, Martin Luther King Day, and I believe Columbus Day are 3 days that I get now.
Columbus
We're
Day.
changing it
believe-
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah, you colonizer.
I don't know.
Actually, that was the
It's
day
not like
after Thanksgiving.
I
is
celebrate
Indigenous
it.
people.
I'm just saying.
Yes, you do. You're like, thank you, Christopher Columbus, for conquering this land and for giving the Indians smallpox.
Look,
That was what you said.
it's not what I said.
I have it on recording. Hey, it's me, Chad, and I like Columbus Day because he gave the Indians smallpox.
But at the same time, the 3 of us would not be at this table currently if that didn't play out the way it played out.
I'd be here.
I'm not saying I liked
There's
it.
a good chance that he would be here.
You'd be in like
No, you
England or
wouldn't.
something.
No, you'd be out.
Oh, Mama, I'd like some old tea and crumpets, please.
No, you wouldn't be here.
Yes, I would.
No.
I
Either
checked
that
my-
or you'd be the colonizer. Let's be real.
No,
Yes.
we were here. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
What?
I think that's what Malcolm X said.
Plymouth Rock is in New England. Like that's way up there, bro.
Whatever, man.
We're talking, Texas in general. Like, I think he might have been here.
Okay, whatever. Let's get back to the
Yeah,
thing.
I
let's
come
get back.
from a
Let's get-
long line of Mexicans.
Quit taking us off course, you moron.
Like a ship? Huh, colonizer? Yeah, it goes right back to Columbus, don't it?
I hate you.
You know
so
what?
much.
You know what? Yeah, whatever. Say whatever you want. White privilege.
All right, Jose. All right, let's get back to.
You can't say that.
I can say whatever the fuck I want.
No.
You called yourself Jose, so
I
that,
can do that.
When you introduce yourself as Jose, I'm going to call you Jose.
that's
okay,
your name.
whatever.
He said,
Okay, cool.
He said his name was Chad.
Moving on.
All right. Anyway,
Tim,
Whatever, Chad.
Yeah, thank you.
Texas did used to be Mexico.
Yeah.
It used to be called Texas. You know what Texas means in Indian? Friend, I think.
You don't even know.
Somebody Google that for me.
You're the absolute worst.
All right.
Google!
So, yeah, I found a list of 10 reasons why employees are leaving their jobs currently in 2021.
Can we
Okay.
guess on what the number one is?
Yeah, go for it. Number one,
Money.
Low pay, yeah.
100%.
Really?
15.8% are saying out of, I say 100%, but that's the top one, yeah. So 15.8% are leaving because unsatisfactory salary or pay.
Well, everybody, we were just at Sal Limon, and they're giving like $500 to $1,000 signing bonuses.
Yeah.
Everyone's giving signing
Right.
bonuses right now.
Just throw another one out there.
I would say work-life balance, like time, like people's time.
That comes into number 6. 6.5% say poor work/life balance.
Okay.
All right, Javier, you got another one?
Transportation.
No.
No? Ways of getting to work?
No, that's not why people are leaving.
Shitty boss.
Okay, so we'll say number 4.
Management, staffing.
Let's go number. That could be like number 4. Employers' values not aligning with their own.
Okay, yeah, that's the same.
Yeah. 7% say that.
How about amenities?
Like
benefits?
Like no coffee machine. I'm the fuck out of here.
No, okay, not really. So I think the closest thing to that would be few growth or advancement opportunities.
That's kind of
Okay.
like, I mean,
Yeah.
Drake said it. Got amenities, got a lot of amenities, right? Is that how the song?
No,
It's
not. And he could actually say it. Enemies. He says, "I've got enemies."
No, he said amenities.
"I've got enemies.
I got
I've got a lot of enemies.
I got a lot of amenities in
Are
my
you saying-
job.
Are you saying anemones?
enemies. See,
You have a fish tank?
yeah, I
Give
got
me
a
one
lot
of
of
them
them.
salts. Where are them salts at? Wake me
All
up.
right, so
Here, I got another one. Hold on. I
right.
was thinking about it. Is it job type? Like my value of work? Like I don't like what I do.
no, not really.
Okay, just tell us.
All right, I'm going to go through this. So,
Whatever.
number 1, unsatisfactory salary or pay. Number 2, stress or unmanageable workload. Number 3, few growth or advancement opportunities. Number 4, employees' values not aligning with their own. Number 5, interest and different industry or career path. I guess that goes along with what you were saying. Yeah, okay.
That's basically exactly
Yeah.
what I said. Timothy.
Number 6, poor work/life balance. Number 7, unsatisfactory benefits. Number 8, lack of.
That's amenities.
Okay, amenities. Okay.
Motherfucker.
That's amenities.
Okay.
A whole lot of
right, there
amenities.
you
I
go.
got amenities. Got a lot of amenities.
Number
You say
8,
men? Is it changed to manatees?
I've got a lot of amenities.
got
I got
manatees.
manatees.
I
Got a lot of manatees.
He's either saying manatees or he got a lot of men in these.
I think
I got
I got
got amenities. Got a lot of amenities.
Manatees, anemones
I
situation.
got men in these. Got a lot of men in these.
Number 8, lack of employee recognition. Number 9, concerns about their employer's ability to address health and safety concerns in the wake of COVID-19. That was 2.3% that said that. And number 10, no options for remote work. So a lot of people are all about that working from home life now.
Yeah, Stark actually said that in the chat. He said flexibility / working from home.
Yeah.
I got flexibilities. Got a lot of.
Just stop.
Okay.
Just stop.
Okay. Sorry.
As
So
soon
the-
as you said manatees, it should have been over.
So there was also
No one to stop.
there was another section, 15.5% selected others, and basically on the other, poor relationships with managers and coworkers, relocation, toxic work environment, long commute, retirement, disorganized management teams, not enough hours, unreasonable expectations, not enough training, not using skills to one's potential, company longevity / stability, COVID-19 concerns in general.
Okay. So when was that Boston market walkout? Was it the day before Thanksgiving or was
It was the
Thanksgiving?
day of Thanksgiving. They didn't show up to work.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
blame
I
them.
mean,
Same.
that's just poor management right there.
Well, I don't think it's the management. I mean, yeah, of course it's upper leadership that's saying we're open this day, but they're providing a service of food that they probably marketed it as like, we'll help you out on Thanksgiving, because who the hell goes to Boston Market? That's probably like their one thing to do. And the employees, I don't think it's right. I'm saying it's right. I'm just saying that's probably what they did, right? From the top down.
Yeah, I mean, But like you said, like I wouldn't have showed up. I mean, I think that's shitty.
They're probably like, you got to get here at 4 a.m.
I'm sure. Yeah.
You know, you're not going to leave until like 7 a.m. or 7 p.m.
Or maybe later. I mean, it could have been till noon, you know,
Yeah.
and yeah. I mean, my job requires me to have to work on some holidays, you know, and this year I had to work on things. I've had to work Thanksgiving for like the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
But I have Christmas off this year and, you know, things like that. So in my line of work, it's kind of inevitable you're going to have to work some sort of holiday, and that's okay because people still get sick, people still die, people still have issues on holidays. That happens. But when it comes to like getting your Boston Market chicken pot pie, I think that could wait till Friday.
I don't think they're getting chicken pot pie per se.
Well, whatever. You know,
I think they're, like you
matter.
said, they got the service and it's Thanksgiving. They got Thanksgiving meals and sides.
I'm sure, and you know that's fine, but
So that brings me into kind of this next piece. So like
maybe pick it up on the day before.
I think that I assume a lot, right?
Yeah,
like I assume that maybe people want more flexibility, and that's why. Or that I also thought about this the other day. I was in my head thinking about why is it the way that it is currently, and I started thinking about maybe employers, because remember the one on a few episodes ago, you brought up this point where this guy applied for, was it Florida? He applied for like 60 something jobs
and got 1 call or 2 callbacks and actually 1 interview. Yeah,
which had me really curious. Like if these employers seriously are looking for workers, and that guy had such a difficult time, maybe it's one of those things where all of these companies are trying to come back, right, from the pandemic.
Sure.
They're trying to say, okay, we need to lower, you know, we already lowered headcount. We're picking up business again, but we need to go at least 3 to 6 months without our full headcount just to kind of recoup some of those losses.
makes sense.
Because right now, everyone's going through this. You know what I mean? Everyone's going through the issues we're going through, so we can just blame short staffing, and we can keep that, you know, help wanted sign on the door to make it seem like we're trying to do our job, but realistically we're not hiring shit because we're trying to make some extra money.
That
right?
makes sense. Yeah,
That's something that I started thinking about.
Sure.
But you know, it kind of took me down this rabbit hole, and so I started doing a lot of research. And there was an article out there about how there's currently 10 million new jobs, and there's only 8.4 million. And no, excuse me, there are 10 million new jobs, and there are 8.4 million unemployed Americans right now.
Okay.
So even if every single one of these people wanted to work, these unemployed people wanted to work, we still wouldn't have the jobs filled. So it kind of like took me down. And so I want to kind of get y'all's thoughts on some things that I was thinking through as I was reading some of the shit. So one of the things I feel like was people now, kind of what we were talking about, they're more likely to do what they want. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to work on a holiday. I want to work on this certain day. Or, you know, I don't want to say entitled, but like there's a level of we've been working our asses off as a society for so goddamn long that like now it's okay to say I don't want to work on Thanksgiving.
Well, I mean, you look at other countries that they don't have a 40-hour work week, you know,
Right.
like we do. They value more their free time and family time. They allow certain amenities. Some
Anemones.
Anemones. They value
Manatees.
manatees.
Men and these.
They have certain. I mean, there's countries that like you know allow their employers to allow their employees to have like nap breaks or
Right.
things like that. You look at man, I want to say it's like Denmark. Their pregnancy leave, their maternity leave is like a full year.
Right.
You know, so there's certain things that like these other countries have got right, and it seems like here we value, I guess, the amount of work you do versus how much time that you have for yourself.
Right.
And I think people are we're getting that little light bulb switch, and it sucks. Like we still need to work and still need to make money because everything's so damn expensive. Everything keeps going up, but we're also like, okay, fuck you, right? Like we can go on unemployment if we have to, or we can do this. Like it's not the end of the world. I value my mental health. I value my time.
Again, we're the only species on this planet that has to pay to live here.
That's
Right.
true.
You know, I mean,
Right.
Of course, everybody else is animals or
Yeah.
trees.
But what are we? Just animals too.
We're meat.
You didn't really have to explain that.
We're just giant meat.
Everyone
products.
else is animals and trees.
And metal things called
Metal.
cars, automobiles.
Yeah.
No, but what are your thoughts, Javier? Do you think that now people are more likely to want to do what they want to do, work when they want to work? Like, I think something else that's really taken off is gig workers, right? Like, you think about your Uber, your delivery, that kind of thing, that you work when you want to. And so I think that throughout this time, people are more willing to do what they want to do. What do you think?
I agree.
Nice conversation.
Right. So, like on my side of the world, and what I do for a living,
We're on the same side of the world.
So what I do for a living, I can go right now and pick up a contracting job. So like I wouldn't have benefits, health benefits or whatever, but I could go work. For example, they had a job hiring down at El Paso for the next year, working the border, doing COVID vaccination and screening, paying like $60 an hour for Monday through Friday. Mm-hmm. Or I can go work in LA and do COVID vaccines right now and make $50 an hour, Monday through Friday, only working till from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. They pay for your flight, room and board, all that stuff. So, I mean, there's so many options that like I could go do other than work for a corporation or work for a company and make, a third of that or half that or whatever. So there's all these other opportunities coming up. Same thing with like working remotely. There's help desk opportunities now. I can leave my job and go pick up a job working like some sort of help desk for like Apple or Amazon or something like that, customer service, make fairly decent, pay and work basically the hours that I want to work at home. Mm-hmm. So it just makes sense. Like I get it. There's lots of people who have opportunities and now they don't have to be so picky, I guess.
Right. So that was one of the points that I think there's probably like 5 total-ish points that I kind of like pulled out of all this research. That was one. Another one was retirement, which I hadn't thought about at all. During the pandemic, there was 3.6 million people that retired.
Right.
They took their retirement throughout this pandemic, whatever, which is 2 million more than were expected.
They were just like, yeah, fuck it.
Exactly. Yeah. They were like, all right, all this shit's going on. I don't want to deal with
You're
this.
like, I only got like 3 years left anyways.
Yeah, screw it. I'm out. So when you think about how the retirement number almost doubled, I mean, like that's so 3.6 minus the 2, that's 1.6 million people more than what was expected. That's quite a few.
Yeah, and that still comes down to the whole I want to value my time and do what I want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that really adds to that huge number of like open jobs that didn't exist before.
Right. I know. I read something. There's gonna be like a huge pilot shortage over the next in 5 or 10 years.
Yeah. Because those are people that stay in the jobs for a long damn time.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's going to be with pilots, there will be a shortage because who's going to pay for pilot training? I think Roy was talking about doing pilot training.
Yeah, I mean, it's expensive. I mean, you're looking at like somewhere around to get a commercial rating is like close to $80,000.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's literally going to college.
It's like there's a shortage because the education for whatever you're trying to get into is so expensive. I mean, that's why trade jobs right now, people are like a lot of the places now are talking like, why go to college? Go to a trade school.
Yeah.
Like you'll make more as like a plumber than a dentist.
Or go be a welder.
The welders make bank.
Yeah, they can.
I have friends that are welders and they make a lot of money. And I mean, again, they're trying to go for the.
But these are jobs you gotta get down and get your hands dirty, and not everybody wants to do that.
But that's just that's an excuse. I mean, we don't expect ourselves to be like doctors, lawyers, or engineers or whatever. I mean, we're doing what we're doing because we love it, but also because who wants to go to school for 4 years?
Yeah, not
or 2
everybody.
years.
So it's funny that you say this because it kind of segues to the third point.
Yeah.
That there is this huge mismatch in the type of work needed right now and like the amount of openings there currently are and the amount of workers that want to work a certain thing, right? So like when you think about, say pre-pandemic, we needed 10 doctors and now we need 100. And we only have 10 to fill that position, right? Like there's just this mismatch. And you think about all these different jobs across the board that have changed because we do a lot more delivery, we do a lot more online, we do all these things where there are still jobs, but there are not people willing to take those jobs because they're outside of what they're either used to or what they're an expert at. And so this crazy mismatch of, we need a hell of a lot more drivers now, right? When you think about delivery drivers and things like that, than we needed 2 years ago. So there's a huge mismatch in that.
Like they can go to qualifications where they expect you to have at least like 5 years of
Applicable experience,
and I mean, how are you supposed to get your foot in the door if every place that you're trying to get into into the line of work your studies specialize in if you can't just get an entry level job as that. They expect you to have
and
so
some of those
much more
places
education.
expect you to do like an internship at that point, and then you go down the whole like unpaid versus paid internships, and the paid internships are getting paid shit money. Unpaid, obviously not getting any money. Did you know, like, so whenever you're going through like your residency as a doctor, working in the hospital, they're not making bank, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're making maybe like $36,000, $40,000, depending on where you're at, what program, that kind of stuff. But they're not making that much money. They're going to make a lot of money whenever they go, full on. I'm now blessed as a doctor, but
Right.
what I find interesting, like, so in my line of work, I work with so many different people now that have gone to college, got 4-year degrees in something, right? And what's weird is they like I met a guy who's got a marketing degree, and he wants to be a firefighter, so he went and spent 4 years in college to get a marketing degree to not do anything in marketing. He did it for a little bit, but he's like, this is not my thing. So you
Right.
wasted all that money to go to school to get a degree in marketing that you're not even going to use because you realized after you got into the workforce, like, I don't like this.
I wouldn't say waste. I mean, at the time you had like aspirations to be that, like if
No,
you
I
wanted
mean,
to go
yeah,
into,
sure, but
you go into college, you want to be in kinesiology, you want to be a trainer, but then you're like, well, fuck, maybe I can go into like marketing or something, because I mean, you fall out of love of what you wanted to go into, and go into something else.
And a lot of that has been just like guided, how we were guided and raised, right? Like you were talking about it earlier, all these trade jobs that really don't get filled. They never talked about, Chad, why don't you become a plumber when I was in high school? You know what I mean? Like, even though that might be a really good job,
Yeah.
or like fixing roofs or whatever it may be, right? Like construction, whatever, like things that you wouldn't even think about because you feel like you have to go to college in order to be successful. When realistically, that's not really the thing.
And see, that wasn't pushed on me as a kid, other than like school, like high school and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
college is the next step. But like my parents didn't say like you should go to college, you should do do this or whatever. It wasn't like I went out and got a job,
Right. Well, you're one of the fortunate ones. I've spent so much time and so much money on off and on college over the past 15 years now, and I'm excited about wrapping it up now. But like it is so much easier to go back to school knowing that I've got the experiences to talk about when I've got to write a 10-page paper or whatever it may be. Like
Right.
I've got something to talk about. I wouldn't have been able to write that shit 10 years ago. I didn't have the experience to back it up. Like it was just, I don't know. I just feel like it's so backwards. But yeah. So hold on. I've got a few. There was a list that I found
Okay.
of like the job openings versus the number of unemployed. So when it comes to education and health services, what's the over-under? What do you think is more is there more openings or more people unemployed?
Say it one more time.
So education, health services, are there more open jobs or more unemployed people?
For education, health services.
Yeah.
I think there's more unemployed.
What do you think?
What was the question?
So there is 1.7 million open jobs for education and health
Okay.
services, and there is 1.1 million people that would be available to work those. So when we're talking about job mismatches,
Yeah.
right? But then you've got some that are a little bit different. So what about construction? Which one do you think, are there more job openings or more unemployed in that line of work?
As of right now, I would. Oh man, that's tough. Maybe unemployed.
Unemployed teachers, more employed.
This one's construction.
Construction?
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
already moved on.
We've
Oh,
moved on to
employed,
that, yeah.
employed,
Catch up.
more employed.
You got more employed versus. I'm going with unemployed on that one.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Because again, you think about like how
Ooh.
much are we really like? So many buildings are.
You're right.
You're not like I know that my company has reduced the amount of buildings that we have. So like the construction.
Well, it's unemployed because it's hard to find work now. Like it's fine to have people come do concrete work. Like
No.
you can't find anybody.
You were right in the first one,
Well, I know a guy that can do concrete work. I've got a guy, Jesse Rico.
Jesse Rico.
Yeah, he'll do concrete work for you.
So there is 345,000 construction jobs, and there's 730, almost double the amount of unemployed workers that'd be able to fill those jobs.
Yeah.
So again, it just when you think about like the changes that we had throughout the pandemic and that shift in openings versus who can work them, it's just kind of different to think about. That's not something I really considered before.
You brought the subject of drivers. We're needing drivers, like truck drivers. Like there's like a 100,000 driver shortage.
Yeah, you start getting into the truck driving stuff. We got so many regulations on that. Like that goes down a rabbit hole.
They've been lessening those. Though.
Yeah.
They've been lessening regulations on it. On the chat, wasted so much money, didn't need to go to college to be a mom. Well, you did a good job when the kids had like homeschooling during the pandemic, so you did a
you had that down.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you
And
had to
when
make
the
lesson
kids
plans
grow
and-
up, and I'm sure you'll want to do something, you've already got that in behind you, so you can jump right into something, right? If you wanted to. Another one was mismatch in location, right? We were talking about job type.
Right.
But now, jobs that were open here might not be open here anymore. They might be open in Colorado. So am I willing to move for that same type of job?
Well, it depends if you're single or if you got a family. Like, are you willing to move your family cross country?
Well, like my brother's job, they laid off a bunch of employees, and then they opened up a bunch of openings. Because they want to pay people less money
Right.
for doing the same job. But a lot of those jobs opened up in India. So it's like, all right, you want to relocate from the States to India?
Right. So location's a big deal. Most people aren't willing to
No,
relocate for the same
I don't
damn
think
job
I don't
they just did.
I mean, I don't think maybe if I wanted to change of pace, but like, I don't want to relocate to India.
Pace Picani?
I don't want to relocate to Idaho. I don't feel like that'd be much fun.
You is the hodo.
Iowa? Would you want to live in Iowa?
Des Moines not bad.
But like, Kansas, not Kansas City, just Kansas.
I'm good.
Yeah, okay. See?
Kansas.
So that's number 4. The last one, and I think this one's a big one too, right? All of these are basically job dynamic mostly, but this last one, employers need to be more open-minded with candidates. Bless you.
Oh, goodness.
Gross.
You okay?
I was rudely interrupted. So let me do this one again.
Yeah, say it one more time.
Employers need to be more open-minded with candidates. We were talking about it a minute ago, right? Like, if I have someone that has, a gap in the resume, a 1-year gap because, I don't know, COVID, right? I should be more compassionate about the fact that, or have empathy in the fact that, like, this person might not have been able to find a job throughout this thing.
Or maybe they were going through something at the time.
Right. Mentally, right? Like, who knows? But, they should be able to kind of take that into account and not just say, okay, what's with this gap in your resume?
Or
just
they
skip them.
Maybe they saved up for a year.
Sorry for the sneeze. I don't got corona.
They saved up for a year. They want to go do the Appalachian Trail. And so they saved up and they did all that's like they want to hike that trail, right?
You mean Oregon Trail?
No.
Yeah, like you got dysentery. You died.
Yes, yeah, that
So
one.
maybe that's why they weren't at work.
Your ox is drowning.
They got bit by a snake.
So maybe they saved up money so they could do that.
Do you ford the river or do you try to go across the horses?
A worm crawled in your beehole. What do you do?
I always tried to just go with the horses. I
Yeah.
never forded.
I always tried to ford, and then the fucking
raft would break,
rapids
yeah.
come over and screw everything up.
But for real, like maybe they saved up to do something like a once in a lifetime deal. They worked all this time, they saved up all this money to go do this, and they took off a year. I mean, there's lots of reasons that people take off a year, and I don't think that should, that shouldn't hinder them.
There's been a rise in travel YouTube channels, like van life.
Well, because there was so much time. I mean, with COVID, I mean, what else you got to do?
I mean, it's not a good time right now to be a van lifer.
No,
not right now.
No.
It's no good.
No. So yeah, I don't know. I think that those are they make sense, right? If we were to make those 5 points, like those are things that I had not really considered before this when I was just trying to assume as to why we've got all these open positions and no one to work them.
Yeah, I'd 100% agree.
That makes sense.
When you
right?
assume, you make an ass out of you and yourself.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man. So we reached out to Instagram about some questions and some topics to talk about.
Instagram.
You want to go ahead and pull that up?
My penis?
No. What?
What?
There was nothing.
You said pull it out.
No. Pull up Instagram so we can talk through some of the questions and
Whatever.
topics. I do know one of them.
I know what you meant.
I do know one of them was
Pervert.
things to do for Christmas here, in the North Texas area. And a couple we've already talked about. I know that Tim's talked about a bunch of events. Javier mentioned some for the Fort Worth Library. We've also got Nickel City, which we did mention, is really cool to check out. Even if you're not going to drink, they've got fantastic sliders. You can go by, check out the Christmas decor. Another restaurant would be Campo Verde out in Arlington.
Campo Verga.
Which is not the best of food. However, it looks like they just came out. And
It looks like
Christmas.
Santa, an elf, and Mrs. Santa all just like
Had
puked.
a big old orgy and
Nope, just puked up Christmas
their
everywhere.
I
juices
feel like
were
an
Christmas.
orgy would probably be more,
Had an
more
orgy.
like it.
Santa and a bunch of elves and Mrs. Santa
Had a key party.
had
Right.
a key party.
So
They rock with the pineapple upside down.
that's a good
Yeah.
spot. Another one which we mentioned last week was Panther City Skate. Ice skating is back open, and that's fun to go check out.
You did mention that.
Ice skating is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Our Christmas tree downtown Fort Worth as
One of the biggest in the world.
Really?
I think bigger than the one at Rockefeller.
I don't think that's true.
Google it.
I will.
Okay.
I will. And there's a lot of Christmas trees popping up around now.
We
I
have
think
a-
the TCU one's popping up pretty soon.
We
too.
have a resident Googler. We have a resident
Yeah.
Googler in the group chat. So remember, she talked about it at the wedding.
Oh yeah.
Chrissy said she'd be our resident.
Hey Googler, find some stuff around Fort Worth for Christmas.
You will be now known as the Googler.
So I did have a short list of some things. It goes all the way back to November, which we're kind of past, right? But today, the 30th, there's the TCU Christmas tree lighting, which you'll be able to see after this.
Cool.
There's also the Nutcracker that's happening. What? Then we've got Log Cabin Village Holidays at the Hearth, annual Christmas in the Stockyards, Crockett Rose Country Christmas Celebration, Texas Ballet's Theater, the Nutcracker. So there's all sorts of stuff going on. The Clear Fork Holiday Market, which is one of my favorites, is happening on December 11th.
Ooh.
Real quick from Google. The tree in downtown Fort Worth is a Norway spruce, arrived from Michigan Wednesday morning. This was November 17th. It's 55 feet tall. The tree that's in Rockefeller is anywhere between
I know, this is your
yeah,
fault. you
69 to
moron.
100 feet.
Ooh.
So Rockefeller's bigger.
Like,
You know
it
what
dwarfs
else
it,
is
doesn't it?
bigger?
Yeah, 69 to 100 feet. So, and I think
ours
this
is 30.
55.
Man, that's
okay.
old
so I
wives'
think
tale.
this year's is 79 feet. So yeah, okay.
So we've got Clear Fork Holiday Market. If you don't know, every Saturday morning there is a farmer's market at Clear Fork right at the trailhead. And it's awesome. They've got lots of great food, some good veggies, fruits, fresh stuff, cheese, all sorts of really goodies.
Cheese.
This just in: the largest Christmas tree is in Enid, Oklahoma. Disappointed face.
Oklahoma.
I hardly know her. And then on Saturday the 11th, there's also Holiday in the Garden. So that's some of the Christmas stuff or holiday
Holiday
stuff.
in the Garden.
Yeah, in
Sounds
the
like a
Botanical
lame-
Gardens.
Okay,
Sounds
gotcha.
like a lame Hallmark
Botanical
movie.
Gardens.
Cool. Okay.
But of course, not holiday related. We will have the Panther City Lacrosse Club playing this December, starting as well. So that's something to check out. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's not Christmas
Sure.
or holiday.
Yeah.
But it's
But
a
it's
thing.
going to be a great old
Nice.
time.
What other thing was on Instagram?
Oh, is it psychopathic if you have over 100,000 emails
Yes.
in your... Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah, my sister can't stand that.
Really?
Yeah, she sent me a message. She texted me and was like, "How many? Or like, is this you?" And I was like, "No."
Well,
hold on.
In the votes, of course, I put the poll up on Instagram. Who y'all thought it was? Chad, Tim, or myself? 24 said that it was me. 2 said Tim, and 5 said Chad.
Yeah, and I just want to say real quick, I'm not a fan of you, Darius. I am not a fan of you, Caesar. Really, really kind of upset with the decision that you made, Ruth. And then Nick also, Tisk, and Vanya.
Tisk, Nick.
I'm better than that. It had to have been Javier. 100,000? Come on, mine stays at 0. I'm not a psycho.
You want to know what it's
Yeah.
at right now?
No.
100,675.
Dude, that shit just made me cringe. I hate it so much.
All right. Can I tell you mine?
Yes.
Yeah.
32,884.
Oh my god.
But here's what
What's wrong with you people?
But look, this is what
My
I do.
text message is 158.
Look at that.
Let me see what.
There's no icons showing me anything because I don't like that. And if I don't see it, it's out of sight, out of mind. Who cares how many
All
emails you
right.
got?
What else we have on Instagram?
Let's see. The other question was, what North Texas tourist traps have you never been to?
North Texas tourist traps. I haven't been to the gas station that was used in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh,
I do want to go there. It's in. I think it's down by Bastrop. I have to ask. One of my friends goes there all the time. It said really good barbecue though. So
Chad?
I don't know if it's so much a tourist trap, but I have never been to Franklin's. I feel like a lot of people go to Franklin's, right?
Franklin's Barbecue?
oh, it's great.
North Texas, not Texas. North
Oh,
Texas.
Oh, so
North
North
Texas.
Texas
Yeah.
tourist trap. Oh,
Mine would be Dealey Plaza. I've never been to Dealey Plaza before.
I drive past.
I don't think that'd be. It's not a tourist trap though, really.
I mean, yeah,
It's-
people
there's-
flock over there.
yeah,
they have
they
the
do.
X on the road where he got shot.
I mean, I've been there. I've never been to the sixth floor museum, so over by Dealey.
But
I've been to
you've
Dealey.
but
Yeah,
you've
I've
walked,
been-
have you walked through Dealey
Yeah,
Plaza?
sure, yeah.
Yeah, I've never been.
I've
to
stood on
either.
the X.
Look at me, everybody. I'm about to lose my head.
Oh my god.
Didn't say that.
It's been 50 years.
Yeah, he's actually still alive though, according
60,
to
almost
QAnon.
60.
So
Here, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
I'm running for president.
me and my dead son.
Let's see. What should never be waffled, as in made into a waffle?
Oh, Play-Doh. Like, who would want to eat that?
That's kids make waffle Play-Dohs.
Okay, but are we talking about like food that should never be a waffle?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay,
I feel like I'm still indifferent about your whole like stuffing waffle situation that you were talking about last week.
I'm down with that.
I don't know how that would turn out.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if you make it like into a turkey sandwich, I mean, I think it'd be good.
I feel like it would just be dry and like.
It's not going to be dry. It's going to be. You
No,
put, like,
I think it'd be good. I think it'd still be good. And then using like gravy on top of it. Yeah, oh yeah.
ooh.
As your syrup, gravy. Yeah. Or smearing cranberry sauce over it. I could
Okay.
go over that. Like any type of vegetable, like medley mix or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be good as a waffle.
Bro.
I'm going to go with you too, like lima beans, carrots, and peas.
Yeah, or
They
like
should never
Brussels
be-
sprouts and
I feel like
little tree things,
mashed-
broccoli.
Mashed vegetables could. Like you throw some like carrots and potatoes in that thing.
Maybe to trick your kids.
Yeah, maybe. I could
No, I
see
mean,
that.
I could eat that on
You
like
would.
Slather with some gravy.
well, just as is probably. Throw some like
Drizzle
truffle on it or something.
Drizzle some what is that vinegar? The balsamic vinegar glaze over the top of it. Yeah, that could be good. I mean, I could see that with like root vegetables. But I'm talking like Brussels sprouts and broccoli and stuff like that. Kale. And then you make some sort of waffle batter to put in because you wouldn't be able to waffle it.
Well, they have like veggie tots. You know, I mean,
Okay.
if they make that to trick your kids into eating healthy, then
Then sure, why not? Why not a veggie waffle?
He keeps saying tricking kids. I feel like he gets tricked as an adult to eat his vegetables. His mom's like, Javier, I have tots at the house. He's like, tots, and he comes over. He's like, these are fucking vegetables.
you tricked me, Mom. I hate you.
Did you get tricked a lot as a kid? Is that what it is?
Yep.
I wouldn't even say as a kid. He probably still gets tricked.
And as an
He's-
adult,
he hasn't learned.
Thanksgiving was you didn't eat a real turkey. It was a tofurkey.
And so many tots.
God
So
damn.
many tots.
They sell sofritas. Sofritas over there at Chipotle.
Hash brown. I think hash browns would be good as a waffle. Like
Hash browns
waffle
would be
hash
great
browns?
as a
Yeah.
waffle.
Oh, hell yeah.
Either way, it's gonna be slathered with ketchup. So I mean, it doesn't.
Cinnamon rolls in a waffle maker.
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
I'm down with
that.
that.
Sounds really good.
I've
would
heard
eat
people
that.
doing that.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
The camera's going crazy again. Holy shit! I'm a DJ. Woo!
All right. Well, we're not fixing it this time. We're about to wrap up anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get through these last couple of questions, Javier. Grab your phone, and we'll just do it on this side of the screen. Hold on. We'll just all come over here. You can get into my microphone.
Man, what are you jerking, Javier?
I'm a DJ.
Oh my god! Why does it keep doing this?
I don't know. I can't wait till we get our new camera set up.
Yeah, we are gonna have a whole new setup.
Hey, I just
you still can't see you from there.
I think
bro.
you're just gonna have to take your headphones off.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to come talk in this microphone with me. Get real close, cheek to cheek,
Or just move over.
just cheek to cheek. There we go.
It's always good on my side.
What's your favorite movie and that would be? What's your favorite movie that most would think is terrible?
Okay,
The Room.
that's your favorite movie that most think is terrible.
Yeah, The Room.
I love it.
I'm gonna go. With The Room.
Last Action Hero. It's like my favorite, one of my favorite movies as a kid. And I still love it to this day, but I think most people would probably think it's absolutely terrible.
Just get in here.
All right, you got another
What's
question?
yours? The Room.
The Room.
Okay.
Let's see. Christmas things to do around town.
Christmas things. We talked about that.
Did we?
Yeah, that was kind of the whole.
Yeah,
the
go
whole topic.
to Sundance Square to see the tree.
Retro video games.
Oh, okay. Retro video games. Road Rash. Did you play Road
Very
Rash?
good. Yeah, I
Loved
played
Road
it on
Rash.
the Sega CD.
Street Fighter.
Loved it. Classic. Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2.
Yes.
And the first time I played Mortal Kombat was on SNES.
Yeah, it had no blood, so it was boring.
Yeah, but I still loved it.
yeah, it was good stuff.
Okay, what about you? Retro video game?
What was the one with the Battletoads?
The Pest is
I think-
an amazing movie.
I think it was called Battletoads.
Battletoads, right?
Battletoads.
Yeah,
Battletoads.
Battletoads.
What is the one with the boy in the comic? Y'all remember that one?
Nope.
He you go from page to page, and you're like fighting. I think it was a Sega game.
I think that was one of those church computer games. I think.
No, like you're fighting.
You're fighting Satan. Like the last boss is Satan.
And drugs. And guys are like, hey, you want to smoke?
Stay away
you
from
know
the
what?
Latinos
It might
smoking
be a
marijuana.
religious video game. I'm not fully sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Any other like video game other than that?
Page Master is a great fucking movie.
Paperboy. I like playing. You remember playing Paperboy?
Yeah.
I like playing that one.
Or like if I'm thinking arcade game though, I really liked The Simpsons and the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Like
And
with the
X-Men.
4 joysticks.
Ninja Turtles. What
X-Men
was
was
it? Something time. It was Ninja Turtles.
Comic Zone. Thank
Yeah,
you,
okay.
Jared. I'm not crazy, and it was not a religious game. It was fun though.
Help, Jesus Christ, fight the perils of immigration and Satanism.
You know you got to get in here, man.
I'm just gonna go to
no,
my- I'm
you
gonna
got to
go
get
to
in
DJ.
here. No one can hear you. You got to
damn
get
it.
real. There we go. The Sega Mini that came out a
Yep.
year or two ago. It's got Comic Zone on there.
La-di-da.
Okay,
What else?
we got another one.
Let's see. Favorite viral video. If you could tour with any band artist, who would you choose?
Is it both? Like that's one in one question.
It's a viral
Favorite viral video.
I guess it's multiple questions. Favorite viral video. Charlie bit my finger.
That wasn't my favorite. My favorite one was probably the world, nuclear world coming to an end or whatever.
Which one?
Okay,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
but I'm late tired.
We'll take a nap and then fires at missiles. Yeah, that was a good one. I'm gonna stick with that one too.
Bible Master. That's what that game was called. Bible Master.
All right. What else, Javier? What was else? In that
If you
same
could
question?
tour with any band or artist, who would you choose?
Post Malone. As of right now, Post Malone or Foo Fighters. Dave Grohl would be fun to hang out with, but Posty.
I think that you nailed it. I think that Post Malone would be like super fun to go on tour with.
Stinky, I hear.
He'd be crazy.
He's very
fun.
smelly.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
I've heard from several
He kinda
several
looks
sources.
Like he would be smelly.
One guy said he sat down on a plane with him whenever he was like early on, just like after White Iverson kind of took off. Was in first class. So he's telling the story. He's like, yeah, I didn't really talk to the guy, but when you see a guy with like face tats and everything, he's sitting in first class and he's probably means something, right? Towards the end of the flight, he starts talking to him, and he finds out that Post Malone's girlfriend was actually in coach, and he paid for her to fly coach, and he flew first class.
Wow. I think that the weekend would be fun for me, but I don't think it'd be as fun as like hanging out with Post Malone.
Yeah,
I think mine would be Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah, dude, people like throw the red carpet at her.
Yeah.
And she's the queen.
I get it.
Yeah,
You'd be instantly famous just by association.
absolutely.
All right, so you want to hit up like two more or one more?
Let's see. No, already talked about that.
There was one on there. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes, 100%.
100%
Actually,
Die Hard
well,
is a
if you
Christmas
talk to Bruce Willis, no, it's a motherfucking Bruce Willis.
What is
movie.
he? Fuck him. It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, there was a list that you put out today. That was like the top 10 Christmas movies, and it was like an awful list. I
They
think it was
had-
meant to piss people off.
They had Home Alone 3 at 6.
I actually heard the new Home Alone is pretty decent.
I heard it sucks balls.
All right,
Like they had that little stupid boy from Jojo Rabbit.
I'm gonna watch it. Just
You
to see.
watch
I
it?
heard it's good.
They had all 3 Home Alones on there.
God damn
That's how you know it's a good list.
1 and 2 were great.
3 was
1 and 2 are great. 3 was not. I've never seen it. I will never see
Yeah.
it. Fuck it. Let's see. People fucking stop, man. The movies on people's list will be their number 1. Christmas Vacation. It is a classic. Elf, absolutely. Elf was on the list, but these are people's number 1.
That's my number 1.
Abe asked, how many people said Die Hard? I think it was just 2 people. 2 people.
yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Jared said Lethal Weapon. Another Die Hard. Jingle All the Way from our good pal Dane.
I love Jingle All the Way. Turbo Man.
Hey, congrats to Dane for being on the Meat Church. It's going to be on the YouTube channel here pretty quick. Really cool stuff. That guy is a big deal when it comes to barbecue.
He is. He is a big
he and Dane
barbecue
apparently
deal.
become pretty good friends. So congrats, man.
I can't wait to see that nice deck.
Such a nice deck. Just a huge waxed deck.
You know, real quick before we go into it, we didn't talk about this, but Fort Worth News, you got 11 months to enjoy Magnolia Motor Lounge.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's sad. All right. Anyways,
Friday after next on the chat. 4 Christmases,
Yeah.
and we got 2 Santa Claus.
Okay.
2.
That rounds
Not-
it out
not
then.
to say Santa Claus 2, but Santa Claus, the first one.
The first one. Okay.
And white, you got to have White Christmas on there. Muppet Christmas Carol, which I've never seen.
I feel like that's just like Jared's favorite.
And again, Halloween for specific Hispanic memories of making buñuelos. Very delicious Mexican treat.
Do we have one more question that we can do, or is that it?
Nope.
Okay.
We done, baby.
That about wraps it up. Well, we appreciate you hanging out with us. Now get back here, Javier.
No.
We're not done yet.
We're done.
We got to sign out. Oh, you're just gonna do
I'm
that?
just
from
gonna do it
over
for me.
there? Oh man, I thought we were having a sweet moment. Well, like I said, if you don't already do so, please make sure you follow us on social media at The Funky Panther on all things social media. If you don't already do so, please make sure you like, subscribe, leave us a comment on our YouTube channel. It would really help us out. You can also find all of these things at thefunkypanther.com. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm the DJ Javier,
And I'm Tim.
and we are
The Funky Panther!
Chicka chicka, yeah.